Register on an emotional level. First, distract target. Then block his blind jab. Counter with cross to left cheek. Discombobulate. Dazed, will attempt wild haymaker. Block feral left. In summary, ears ringing, jaw fractured, 3 ribs cracked, 4 broken, diaphragm hemorrhaging. Physical recovery 6 weeks. Full psychological recovery 6 months.
We all know that Riot accidentally told their devs that the winning team of a hackathon would get their project implemented into the game, not knowing that only one team would participate. So yay, we have Axiom mark, the most obnoxious item ever, but having this Earth-like alt power got me thinking that combining this monstrosity with a Navori and then cheese stacking crit cloaks can have you legitimately playing the game on Earth while everyone else is stuck waiting for cooldowns, which on someone like Lucian means a whole load of this. So in this video I will show that getting to max crit means you'll be dashing around so much that there will be nothing on the rift you can't 1v1. You'll even get so bored of fighting just one Baron that you'll find a way to fight 6, because you just decided to finally try Raid
Shadow Legends,
the world's best mobile/PvP MMORPG. OMG, this is FUN game featuring its newest and craziest boss yet, the 6-headed Hydra. Yeah, hello sponsorship, sorry for not giving you a proper heads up.
this guy stinks!
Introducing the head of Blight. This cabeza doesn't even own a toothbrush, so you are gonna want to steer clear of that breath to avoid getting your health morning breath leached right off. Then head of Torment, who I like to call the laxative leader because this thing will make your team their pants in fears. The head of Mischief is the gold digger of the bunch, who steals everything your most successful champ has and gives the buffs to its other head homies. Then the head of Wrath is just a fast attacking angry, the big flailing wiener of Wrath, and Dr. Decay, the creepy head who enjoys a long slow victory. And finally Sir Suffering, the main head, who says if I have to share one pair of nips with 5 other heads then your lineup is going to share all the damage. Yeah, it's an insane boss, but if that's not enough, there's more new stuff like a limited edition champ based off of esports legend Simple that you can get just for logging in 7 days in the next month. But if you don't simp for Simple, then there's still tons of other festive holiday activities going on now, so use my link below or scan this QR code and you will get silver energy XP shards and Rector Draft the bloody floating bride champ for free. So try it today, and let's head back to the video. Alrighty, now the first attempt was what we in the business like to call not content. Mainly because this dumb hoofed hoebag, you see, he was in position lighting the damn bat symbol in the sky over here, so I commit like a gambling addict who is down big at the blackjack tables only to be left exhausted walking away from a kill that I probably could have gotten. But where was our spectral fetish shepherd in shining armor? So as you probably guessed, the game didn't go long enough for me to reach my full power because this Kindred was actually goated. #subtle play on words, and he popped off too hard. So into round 2 IQ mid, because that's where Riot is afraid ADCs will learn they are better there. And this one starts slow because my lane opponent was like, you can't spell octopus without being a total pussy. So quick trip up north to ask this cat and her crusty walking litter turd what counters a gank, to which the answer is anticlimactically a counter gank. But I tried to make it flashy despite Counselor Dead as Tits Tallis being an ungrateful spoiled private school boy, as if he was just entitled to me roaming up earlier. So to no one's surprise, he's taking another low blood pressure nap on the ground in the next scene as I arrive to the crime scene just in time to show that presidents with pistols are higher on the food chain than both cats and fucked up floating calamari, as I nail a clutch clench and dash out before calling Jinx by her real name, knowing she will have some psychological meltdown and run away. Then, because I am the most active mid laner of all time, I take another quick check-in up north, because word on the street is that the sky will shit out a meteor onto this tower, as he just stands there stunned for a second as if the teleport gave him mad vertigo, only to be woken up by 40 caps in the stony ass until bam, I dash out of a perfectly lined up ult, sitting there pondering why anyone who has ever loved me is wrong, and then I murder his ass and push these baby butt plugs aside so I can flee the crime scene safely. At this point their mid has an ult, so now he's trying to put the ass in Cassidon, so I promptly tell him to deep throat a cactus, and long story short, this game was a great success in proving that mid lane is where ADCs excel, but it didn't quite cuff the balls when it came to achieving like cooldown reduction in a normal game, so I introduced to you the third and final game. And the great thing about mid is that when you rotate late as shit and luckily your jungler notices your absence, you can pick off that floating orb chortler on her way back, a little pistol pop into flash onto dat ass for an easy pickup kill numero uno. Then my jungler is all like, let me ping for help, so you can cut off this Garen at a spot that would only require you to cross 10 minions and a levitating ball gaggler, and if you don't get there before her I am just going to die like a deer in the headlights, so I arrive late to a chase me back to base festival, to which I back off because I just know that greedy Garen players just can't say no to ratchet ass pulsefire Lucian, so I hit a back pedal into you a stupid swirling moron combo before hitting that escape route with so much dodge you could call me a Durango, and we were out. I decide to head south because a walking big ass brain and a heel queefing unicorn are struggling a bit, only to collide with this dumb cuck who just kind of barrels into me, as that sort of brainless strategy typically works for people who trade their dignity for LP by playing the champ so he dies, and then I continue my detour down to these underleveled scrums to say solo lane XP diff with my finger and my thumb in the shape of an L on my forehead as Cupcake pisses off, so I devote my focus to this Tron Bond burn asshole before calling up Webster and saying I found a new definition for the term Death Star. Oh surprise, this arcane fanatic was actually so much of a trash can's asshole that she gets a spotlight in this video as we see her dodge back into a star-spangled bitch bomb before Professor Jaime drops a radioactive testicle on her head, further concussing her already horrible judgment into staying for 2 more cute right clicks before getting Soraka Flocka flamed back to base. Back to this dressed up circus animal playing Caitlyn, we see quite the killer combo come up short, but hold on folks, we have a midget exorcism calling in the crusty cat turd, which presents the perfect opportunity for the Sheriff of Tiltover to throw her top hat in the ring by shooting a Q into another freaking galaxy as her contribution before getting killed. And I'm not trying to give spoilers here, but someone just told this Caitlyn that Professor Heimerdinger brain banged her mom after a counselor's meeting one night, so needless to say she's pissed at the little cerebral chode, which means shit's about to get real, but I'm built to be a big Axiom arc asshat to bot lane, so another ult comes out the Obama oven, and then I turn to this metrosexual iRobot and say, who has 2 pistols 1 flash and gives 0 fucks about your ult. This guy he XD, but he just doesn't seem to grasp the concept that unicorns don't exist, so if he sees one he should realize it's probably not real and he is getting baited into another surprise you a dead bitch bonanza. So at this point I have the 2 ingredients needed to turn this into URF, so get ready for a whole loada. Side note, let me know in the comments if you've ever thought your recall animation was an enemy skill shot and tried to dodge it like I did here. Also super crucial Lucian tip to the pistol poppers out there, you typically want to stand in front of your enemies when ulting or you may appear schizophrenic. Okay, this next play pisses me off so much, so let me set the scene. I am killing it over here, 11 and 2 fettuccine alla fed as fuck, right? I have freaking Dragon Soul, the static shiv variant, plus I am a higher level than this Garen, plus I have the element of surprise, which in this case was an entire ult only for him to do more damage than my whole ult with 1 Q into a spin. This takes 0 skill combo as I even get a Soraka ult and he still 3 shots me, having over 70% health after all that. This game is bullshit, and if you play Garen or say anything in my comments about this not being total bullshit, then I hope you get a kidney stone and the next time you piss it's excruciating. But hey, at least I never had an ult cooldown, and while League is totally not broken, I totally didn't die again this game. But hey, remember when I said last week that League isn't friendly to new players who liked Arcane? Well, you can see this Caitlyn and her "Hey, this game looks fun, I want to play as Cupcake and stand still auto-attacking in fights" level of skill is kind of proving my point right now.
Fuck it! Do it live!
And so yeah, this build is actually disgusting on Lucian, but I would recommend building your items in a normal order, getting your 60% crit from 3 full items, then getting Axiom if you have time, as it felt a bit low in damage from just rushing crit cloaks to exploit a first item Navoris. Ta-ta for now fellas, and I hope everyone has a good day, except for Garen players. Rav out.
They ask how I rap like I'm the baby. Your girl in my DMs and she going crazy. She asked to come over, I'm telling her maybe. I'm busy, I'm chasing the check.